Hey guys, welcome to my Space Station AMA. I decided to do my AMA a little bit differently. A friend of mine actually came up with the idea. Stag, you know who you are. He suggested that people send me videos of their questions and then we could intersplice them with this. So that's what we did. And I'm gonna try and do this in a little bit more of a creative way other than me just sitting here. You'll see what I mean in a second. So, let's jump into your questions.
Hey Garlic, it's Patrick from New York City. Will we ever see any of your work from college, and will we see that kind of style come through into Space Station stuff? And for your half marathon, are you doing it for charity? And if is that so, is there anywhere where we can help donate? Have the best day ever.
Thanks, Patrick. Patrick's actually one of my good friends on Twitter as well. I think that some of my style has already come over from my college experience, just the way I edit. I mostly studied film, so I try and make edits a little bit more cinematic, where the vlog is a little bit different. It's its own kind of beast. It's not necessarily a movie style. As far as my works from college, maybe someday we'll see something. As far as my marathon, it's not for charity. It's just me running. I guess I'm the charity case. I need to get in shape, so that's why I'm doing it.
Brandon, it's Rhodey at State Street. There's a reason my name is Rhodey at State Street. I was Van Halen's roadie when he was on the road. The question I have for you is, tell us a little bit about your grandpa Frank. What did he do for a living, and a little bit about your family. Have the best day ever.
Thanks, Rhodey. Good question. My grandpa Frank. I think the reason Rhodey is asking this question is a couple of weeks ago I put on Instagram and Twitter a shout out to my grandpa for his 90th birthday. He's a really cool guy, a really inspirational figure in my life. He's from Yugoslavia. He actually left Yugoslavia during the war when the Germans were annexing countries left and right. He ended up in Italy on the Allied side of the line and helped them as a translator. Eventually, after the war, made it to the Americas, got sponsored by someone, and actually lived in Oregon for a long time, moved around the country for his work. What he did for work, he actually worked for, I think it was Union Pacific Railroad. I know it was a railroad, but I think it was eventually what is known as Union Pacific Railroad. He was an accountant. For the most part, lived in Oregon. That's where my mom was raised. She came to Utah, met my dad. And then, you know, they met, and that's how that story goes from there. A little bit about my family. Like I said, mom's from Oregon, dad's from Utah. I have 3 siblings, 2 brothers, and 1 sister, and I am the youngest.
Hey Garlic, it's me, Paulo from Houston, Texas. So I got 2 questions for you. What is your dream car, and what is your favorite category of music or your favorite song?
My dream car. This is gonna be weird. I have 2 dream cars. The first one, like a 90s style Jeep Grand Cherokee. I don't know what it is about that, just boxy Jeep. It just looks tough and it's cool. The other one, this is silly, but this is one of my favorite cars, is a Mini Cooper. I would love to own a Mini Cooper, especially, I think it's the John Cooper Works edition. It's like the racing style. This thing can take on like Ferraris from what I understand. My uncle has one. I've driven it. It is a beast. I would love one of those. If I had to choose one genre of music though, it would be soundtracks. Video game soundtracks, movie soundtracks. It just puts me in the mood, and that's what it's all designed for. Maybe I'm just a movie nerd, but I just love listening to it. If I'm not having the greatest of days, I can play some soundtrack to pick me up. If I'm feeling, I don't know, romantic for some odd reason that day, I'll listen to some, love music, and it'll just heighten the sense. I don't know.
The Greers want to know,
how is your race training going? Are you running a half or full marathon?
Good luck!
Thanks, the Greers. It's going slow. I have been really, really bad at training for it. When I do run, though, I feel great. Still out of shape, and I need to keep going. I need to get better, and I will get better. I will do it. I'm committed to doing it.
Hello, Brandon. What is your favorite food?
Man, I love my cottage cheese eggs, but they're not my favorite food. My favorite food right now it's a toss-up. I love Italian. But I also love this Vietnamese dish called, well, I call it pho, but I've heard other people call it pho. I don't really know how it's pronounced, P-H-O. Anyway, it's this brothy, like noodle soup with meat and veggies in it. It's really, really good. Highly recommend it if you have a pho restaurant by you.
Hey Brandon, for my question, would you ever consider coming to Australia?
I would love to go to Australia. I've never really had a reason to, other than I just want to. So if the opportunity ever came up, yes, definitely. I would love to go to Australia. I love to travel. Be it in the U.S., I love going to California and Oregon. Washington, D.C. is one of my favorite places in the world. I also love traveling outside of the country. I've been to Mexico, Cambodia, and Thailand. And out of those three, Cambodia was awesome. So yes, if I ever get the chance to come to Australia, I would love to.
Hey Brandon, I really loved your Instagram post as Hagrid, and I was wondering, who's a bigger Harry Potter fan, Jenny or you?
Good question, Steve. Jenny is by far the bigger Harry Potter fan. I like Harry Potter. I think it's cool. I've definitely embraced the Hagrid character. And that Instagram post you're referring to, I actually didn't make it. Someone else made it for me. And they did an awesome job, by the way. But Jenny has me well beat on who likes Harry Potter more.
Hey Brandon, what got you into, video production? Because I love it. I want to know why you liked it and why you got into it.
Matt, I got into making videos when I was in junior high. My friends and I just would take a camera and we would just kind of come up with a story on the fly and make a movie. And we thought it was really fun. We even would go out and remake other movies. We tried to remake like Count of Monte Cristo and The Fugitive. When it came time for me to decide to go to school and what I should study, I'm like, I love film. Let's make film.
Hi Brandon, we're the Ramirez family from San Antonio, Texas.
And if you were to be a video game character, which character would you be and why?
Hi.
What video game character would I be and why? That's a good question. If I had to choose, I think I would have to go If I had to choose which video game character I would be, I think I would have to choose Kirby. For the fact that he can just like change his mass. He can fly around, but he can also be as heavy as a rock. He can absorb things in. Really his only downside is that he looks like Pepto-Bismol stuck in a ball with arms and a face and a big old mouth and feet. So yeah, I'd be Kirby. Just cuz.
My question is, what is your favorite animal?
Goats are not my favorite animals. Although the baby ones are cute. Look at, hi, you're so cute. Oh, you're so white. All right, anyway, my favorite animal I would have to say is probably a horse. Look at my horse is amazing. I like it because, you know, it's a strong animal, you can ride it, but it's also loyal, kind of like a dog. I mean, yeah, a horse is like a really big dog, and that's why I like him.
What is up, Brandon? What do you do when you're not working at the space station with Sean and the rest of the crew?
I like to hang with my peeps. Get it? Peeps, because peeps are chicken, but they're marshmallow chickens. My peeps. It's funny. It's funny stuff. No, but really, when I'm not at the space station, I like to hang out with people. Sometimes it's, you know, Sean and Jenny. Sometimes it's my other friends. But yeah, it's mostly what I do when I'm not at work. Play video games, hang out with people, go see a movie. Everyday stuff.
What did you want to be when you were growing up, and what kind of grades did you get in high school?
When I was in school and everything like that, I really wanted to go into politics.
I'm just a bill. Yes, I'm only a bill.
I thought it'd be cool to like work in the White House. But politics is so messy and it's, I don't know, I guess it's more of like a spectator sport for me now. As far as grades, starting high school I did really well, A's and B's, and then like junior, going into senior year, I guess I just stopped caring, which was really, really bad. Don't do that, kids. Always care about your grades.
Brandon, what do you do at the space station?
I do a little bit of everything. I edit the Best Day Ever vlogs a couple times a week. I do special projects like say those Subaru videos or Greyhound videos, like I'll edit those. I help clean up. I try and help Sean come up with ideas. Yeah, just a lot of everything.
Hey Brandon, my name is Scott, and I was wondering, do you have another job besides working at the space station with Sean?
I do not have another job. I just work at the space station. It covers me. It covers my expenses. It's a really, really good job. I really enjoy it.
Hey Garlic, love from India. How was your life before space station and how is your life after space station? Love you. And I love the whole space station crew. Tried to reach them all but couldn't. Love you all.
Hey from India, that's awesome. I'm really impressed by the international questions that we've got. I think we've got one from Australia, one from Ireland, and one from India now. So that's really, really cool. My life before the space station, I mean, it wasn't bad. I had a great life. I had a job. I had just finished college. But it didn't have that quality to it. The space station, working with my friends and doing video work, which is what I love, which is what I graduated in. It's just, my quality of life has gone up so much. Like, I like hanging out at the space station. I like being at work. I'll voluntarily stay at the space station and work all night. That would never have happened in my other jobs. I really enjoy it. It's really cool. I think I'm a lot happier working here than I was before I was working here.
Do you know how to speak any other language than English?
Good question, Luke. I actually took a couple of years of sign language. I don't remember how to do a lot of the signs, but I still remember enough that if there's a deaf person or someone who knows sign language, I can understand what they're saying. I just can't communicate back to them. It's kind of weird that I don't remember what hand signals to use, but I can still recognize the signals. So, the signs, not signals, the signs. So, interesting. But yeah, that's the only other language other than English I know.
Brandon, so my question for you is, in the last couple Best Day Ever videos, I know you edit some of them, there's been this white pixel that is driving me absolutely crazy. Right there. And it's been in the last like 10 or so videos. Can you please fix it? Thank you.
Andrew, I am sorry that that pixel bothers you. There is actually nothing that I personally can do to fix it. However, if I'm not mistaken, by the time this video goes up, Sean will have bought a new camera, so that pixel won't be there to bother you anymore. We had to use that camera with the dead pixel because if you remember when we were in Atlantis, Sean went down that big old slide with his camera and completely trashed it. So we apologize that that pixel's been there for so long, but it was that or the inability to focus, and we decided that the pixel was just fine.
Brandon, what's up, dude? Bradley here from South Dakota. I was just wondering what kind of product you use in your beard, if you use any.
It's a good question. I do use product in my beard. Every time I shower, I condition my beard with whatever shampoo, conditioner I have. And then I use this beard oil that I get at a local company just to keep it moisturized, to keep it looking nice and looking healthy. I was told it's good for your beard. So that's what I do. Comb it out, put beard oil in it.
Hi Brandon, who inspired you to grow your beard?
Dude, who inspired you to grow your hair? Because that hair is awesome, man. No one inspired me to grow my beard. I grew my beard for a play. I was doing a play of Robin Hood and I was playing Little John and I just started growing out my beard. And then the play was over and I was like, I think I'm just gonna keep growing out my beard. So that's where the beard came from.
Hi Brandon, has your hair ever been short in your lifetime?
Thanks for the question, Brooke. For the most part, yeah, my hair was usually always short. It wasn't until I started growing out my beard that I started growing out my hair as well. Both of them I started growing out about 3 years ago, a little bit more than 3 years ago. Thank you so much to everyone who submitted questions for my AMA. There were a lot more that I just couldn't get to, but Again, I appreciate them coming in. I hope you found it interesting. There was one question that was asked quite a bit, but I've already answered it. It's how I met Sean. Go back to Best Day Ever 417. It's called Surprise, I'm Home. I talk about when Sean and I met and actually show some old pictures of us when we were little kids. So go check that out. Thanks, guys. See ya.